Yo guys, what is up and welcome back to another video. A completely different type of video for my channel. I'm not too sure whether you guys are going to like this. Hopefully you'll find it helpful, and if you do want to see more types of this types of content, then feel free to let me know by dropping a like and all that cool stuff. In this video I'm going to show you how I went from 0 to 20,000 Twitch followers in less than 6 months. So don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, let's hop into the video. Okay, to start with, I am going to share with you my channel, my niche, some of my analytics, then I'm going to share with you some of my top 5 tips on what you guys can do to blow up on Twitch. Now, depending on what you do, what I tell you will probably help out a lot more than other channels, but hopefully it can help out, and some of the tips will be a bit more than just a basic tip, but hopefully these tips that you may not have heard before, and then they can actually help you out. This could be used on other platforms, but this is mainly for Twitch. Now, this video could be for beginners and people with experience as well. You always are open to be able to learn new things, and hopefully it can help you out no matter what size you are. Obviously, if you're massive, then you probably won't be watching this type of video, but watch until the end of the video because the final tips are insane. So, to start off with, I'm going to show you some of my analytics for my channel for the past 6 months, and then I'm going to tell you some of the tips that you guys can hopefully put into practice in order to gain views, followers, all that cool stuff on your channel. Now, the first thing, obviously, this is my Twitch channel here. If you haven't already seen it, appreciate it if you go and follow. The day of recording this video, we actually hit 20,000 subscribers, which is actually insane. I think tomorrow is the day that I actually started 6 months ago, which is actually crazy to think about. I'll get on to how we grew so fast. Obviously, that's the whole point of this video in just a second. But it is actually pretty crazy. Obviously, most of you guys are watching this or coming from my YouTube channel already. And we do have almost 13,000 subscribers, on the YouTube, which definitely did help out. But like I said, I'll get onto that in a second. Now, as you can see, just by the page of YouTube, there is actually a channel trailer. I don't have one of those. I don't really have much tags. I don't really do any of that sort of stuff. My description and everything's pretty basic. As you can see now, Twitch have actually updated the views, so they actually show the amount of views that you get per stream, rather than how many people watch the stream after the stream's already been uploaded. So that is actually a lot better. Just before we head over to the analytics, I'll share you guys some of the things that you have on your page. Obviously, you have your We Are Offline screen, whereas someone could, I don't know, share your channel in a Discord server or wherever, tweet you out. This is the page they're going to see. Mine is very, very basic. It just says, obviously, We Are Offline with my socials down the bottom. Some people have stuff with schedules on. That is quite good, especially if you're a lot smaller. People might not know when you're live, especially if they're new coming to the channel. Obviously, down below here, you have your title. Titles are very, very important, and I'll get onto that later on in the video. This is your channel links, or most people generally have panels, which I'll show you in a second. And then this is obviously the description. This was when I streamed on YouTube every day, but we mainly do videos now, so it's slightly different. Now, the panels are probably one of the main parts that interact with your chat. Obviously, when they click on your channel, the first thing they'll probably go to are your panels. So I have one for subscribing, obviously YouTube, donating, Twitter, About, Discord, Instagram, and then we have one for Pocket Full of Quarters, which is who I'm affiliate with, where we host Cash Customs on Twitch we'll get onto in a second, and Rematch, which I did some stuff with before. The About Me, obviously, it says when I stream and all that cool stuff. I need to actually update that because we don't actually stream every day on YouTube anymore, unfortunately. May again soon, but not too sure. And then also you have your follow account, which is down there. Your views will appear when you're right over there. This obviously is your chat. Channel points. Channel points obviously aren't going to get you views. They're not going to get people to your channel. However, channel points are actually a very important thing that we could bring back existing followers, which again, I will tap into again in a second. Like I said, I'm going to show you about 5 tips, but some of the tips may be a lot more than it actually is. And then obviously you have your top gifted subs and cheers and everything. Which again, I will get onto revenue as well in this. So we're going to be talking about all sorts of different stuff in this video. So I'm going to hop over to the analytics and I'll show you some of the stats. Okay, so as you can see, if we go back until 6 months ago, this is basically my whole channel analytics, I guess. Some of it will probably be covered out just so you guys can't see it, so you know that stuff. But as you can see, this is basically the average viewers of my channel. As you can see, it was going pretty crazy for a few months. This is recently where we went back to school and the schedule changed and everything like that, and I'm still trying to sort of work that out, and the days and everything. We have had some pretty crazy days recently, though. Still trying to work out all of that sort of stuff, but it does obviously still all add up. Now, as you can see, the first stream I ever did averaged 7.4 viewers, which was actually alright. The next one 19, the next one 20, the next one was 18, then 21. Then we suddenly shot up to 32, 58, 46, 42, 59, 72, and then it suddenly started picking up very, 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 very quickly. Obviously, some days it might flop, like there was a few days with the new seasons and obviously and everything, stuff like that. most people didn't, or there's multiple reasons for why people don't go on the channel. Obviously, that was probably one of them where the new season came out. I think it was around then, or something else happened on that day. But as you can see, that is the amount of average viewers we had, and that is pretty crazy. Obviously, people are going to unfollow and all that sort of stuff, and everything like that. But these are the main views that I had on my analytics, and as you can see, we shot up very, very fast. And that is what I'm going to share with you guys of how to do that, and why I did that, and how I did that, and everything like that. So, the first one is my tip, number one, is going to be consistent. When I first started on Twitch, I wasn't actually going to really do Twitch. I just started, and then I put the Twitch in my Discord server. We did Fortnite Zone Wars, and I think squads with like followers and stuff like that, or squads with subs is what I called it from YouTube. But we started off, obviously, most people joined from my Discord server, which is most of them my members. I think at the time we had around 1,000 members, 1,200 members, something like that in the Discord server. So we already had a decent amount of people watching the streams just from joining the Discord server. I didn't put it anywhere on my YouTube videos or my streams at the time when I first started, because I wasn't actually really going to do it. And then one time on that stream, someone was like, why don't you try customs? I was like, you know, we could give it a go. And then as soon as I started doing customs, it obviously started blowing up. If you're not in the Fortnite niche, then you probably won't know. Basically, customs are a game mode inside of Fortnite, and that game mode is pretty popular. It does get quite a lot of viewers because people join, especially when like I do now, we give prizes so people can win money for winning the games. And it has always been a very popular game mode since it first came out, or type of game mode since it first came out. But me streaming every single day, I wasn't recommended a lot. The more times you're live, especially on Twitch, the more viewers who are going to see you, the more visibility you have. That is a problem with Twitch, is when you're not live, there's no one who can find you. No one can discover you if you're not live. Whereas on YouTube, obviously, if you upload a video, the video could suddenly start off, I don't know, with 100 views, and then suddenly, in a week later, it hits 1K, but people found that when you're not necessarily live. That is a problem with streaming, so being consistent, and especially having a schedule, is very important. People know when you're going to start streaming, people know when you're going to be there, they can join, they can watch you, and all of that. You don't necessarily have to stream every day, you just have to be consistent. You can stream, I don't know, 4 times a week, 3 times a week, 5 times a week, you know? As long as people know when you're going to go live, it will help them come back, because if you just start streaming at random time, they might be busy, they might be doing other stuff, they might not really care, they might not even know you're live, especially if notifications aren't always working properly. And this, I will lead on to another point later on with this, to do with other platforms, especially Discord, that work for me, which I'll talk about in just a second. But the next part that I want to talk about, which is a pretty obvious one, this is a pretty basic tip, but it's still very important as well, is that you have to re-chat and interact with your audience as much as you possibly can, on and off stream. Obviously, when you're streaming, you might, if you only have 3 viewers, make those 3 viewers feel like they are the most important person ever who is actually watching you, because chances are, if you make them feel special, they're going to keep coming back to your streams. I know a few massive people who have had this. People have literally been supporting them for like years and years, and they've still kept coming back because they were so kind to them and actually wanted them to watch them when they first started off. There's a few people that I know who recently started as well, a few months after me. They try and interact with their chat as much as they possibly can. They try and be funny, they try and make memes of themselves, and it actually does work. Those people who are doing that and interacting with their chat, the chat telling them to do stuff and then making them a fool of themselves by doing it, not even necessarily just for bits or donos or anything, just for fun, are the type of people who will actually get viewers coming back and get new followers, because they think, yeah, this person actually interacts with their chat. What's the point of streaming? And I say this all the time when I'm live. What's the point of streaming if you're not actually going to interact with your chat? You might as well just pre-record it or upload it as a video. It's just pointless otherwise. And obviously that is a pretty basic point. There's not really too much detail we can go into other than read it as much as you possibly can. Yes, you're going to miss a few messages. Yes, you're not going to be able to read every single thing. And some people probably will get mad, say, why are you not answering me and all of that? But you can't physically answer every single thing. Obviously, the less viewers you have, the technically easier it is. But you can have stuff like slow mode. You can manage it. You can have mods. You can have bot commands. You can have all this different stuff to help you out. Or like I generally say, if I miss your message, just type it in again and I'll read it whenever the chat slow down, or if you keep putting it in, then hopefully I won't miss it. But the next point is, and these points are going to get a lot better now. Now, the point number 3, it sounds again basic, but it is to enjoy what you're doing. If you're not going to enjoy what you're doing, then it's not going to come across in your stream, and your viewers are going to get bored. They're not going to care. They're going to get bored of watching you as well, especially if you're bored playing the game. I don't know, you could have started off as, I don't know, an Among Us streamer. You've started off as an Among Us streamer, and now you're going to go do Rocket League because it's become free and your friends are playing it, but you couldn't really care less about the game. You find the game really boring. If you're streaming the game and you're bored bored of playing the game, you're not going to have fun. Your viewers aren't going to enjoy watching you. Whereas if you're making a meme of yourself and just having a laugh, literally doing nothing, I don't know, you could be watching anything. You could just be chatting. You could be doing anything. You could be, like, when Fall Guys was hyped up, you could just be messing about playing Fall Guys and then, I don't know, dancing around or something. As long as you're having fun what you're doing, it will come across into your streams, and your viewers will want to keep watching you because they know you're enjoying what you're doing, and you're not doing it for other reasons that, you know, they might just find really boring. Yes, sometimes you might not enjoy it. Yes, sometimes you might have bad streams where you have no viewers and you get demotivated. You think, oh my god, it's going awful. But yeah, sometimes the game might not be fun for you. I don't know, you might be really lagging. You might have just got killed a couple times. You might get really mad at what you're doing. But stuff like that isn't meaning that you don't enjoy what you're doing. If you enjoy playing the game and you enjoy streaming the game, then, you know, just keep doing it, because chances are if you don't enjoy it, you're not gonna win. You're not gonna want to keep streaming it, and you'll mainly look at the stats and you won't really care about the other stuff. The next part is probably one of the most important tips, and the final tip is even better, and they all link together. But this is to diversify your social presence. It does sound quite complicated, but it's really not. This could be on YouTube, TikTok, Discord. Discord's slightly different, but I'll get onto that in a second. I'll talk about incomes with this as well in just a second as well. Like I said, some people may have mentioned these tips before, but hopefully these are slightly different tips you might not have heard before. Now, the main way to grow on Twitch is to not start as a Twitch streamer. The best way that you can possibly grow on Twitch, or most platforms in general, is to already have a massive or fairly large social presence on another platform. YouTube is not one of the easiest to grow. If you had a massive Twitch, chances are you could probably grow your YouTube a lot easier. If you have a YouTube, it's going to grow your Twitch a lot easier. That is one of the main reasons how I grew so fast. I didn't really over-promote my Twitch on my YouTube, but we had a few followers coming over. But those few followers, those 30 first, like the viewers, I think it was about 30 viewers I peaked on the first stream. Those 30 viewers enabled me to get into recommended on my first stream. Twitch thought, okay, people love watching this person straight away, and it got me in recommended straight away. I mean, I was in Loser Fruits recommended, you know. I've had pretty big people raid me before. You know, that's kind of just luck. Interacting with other people, you know, is really going to help you out. I don't get raised by some of the people who raided me by just streaming. They didn't find me by luck. They found me because I was interacting with them. Yes, my YouTube did help me out because I was already kind of recognized or talked to a few people before. But the main thing you can do is to diversify your platform, especially if you're starting off on Twitch. Twitch is not an easy platform to start off on. No one's going to say it is. No one's going to say any platform is. But if you start off on TikTok or something like that, it's a lot easier than starting off on Discord or Twitch. I don't know how I said Discord. And that will be a lot easier. Like the first TikTok I posted, it got like 280,000 views in the first month. If you upload a YouTube video, you'd be lucky to get 28 views in the first month if you have no other form of social media and everything like that. Some people, yes, they use Instagrams and TikToks for Fortnite supporter creator codes is a specific example. Stuff like that, yeah, it could help you out, but it's not really going to get you views on another platform. Yeah, you could have a creator code which could help you do customs on Twitch, but that itself isn't going to bring you loyal fans to your channels and stuff like that. But also using platforms like Discord are really going to bring together your community. Discord is probably the most active platform that I'm on off stream. You can have voice chats, you can have music bots, you can do movie nights, you can do radio shows, all sorts of different stuff. If you do want to join the Discord, by the way, appreciate link in the description. But it's the easiest way that you can bring stuff together. You know, your community can be active, they can talk to each other, they can play together. Whereas if you're just live and then you stop, they kind of forget about you. Whereas if you keep them active, you keep them enjoying your channel, chances are they'll want to keep coming back to your stream. You could do giveaways in it, you could do whatever in it, but if you keep them interactive with your community, they'll want to keep coming back to your streams. Now, not many people really think about income when it comes to starting off on Twitch. However, Twitch is a very luck-based platform. You could literally just get affiliate and you could go and get gifted 100 subs. You know, you could go and get gifted 10,000 bits. You could actually do quite well for yourself just by starting off. It makes no difference how big you are. Obviously, yes, the more followers you have, the more views you have, the higher the chance. But you could literally have one person who loves you so much, and loves your channel, loves what you're doing, wants to support you, will actually do that for you as much as they possibly can. And obviously, if you diversify that, if you have YouTube, you have Instagram, you have Twitch, they will all come together. Like, you could get revenue off Twitch, you could get revenue off YouTube, you could get ads off Instagram, you could get it from every different place. You could even have it through Discord in some way, I don't know. You have like a paid thing for Discord or something like that, I don't know. You could do all sorts of stuff. But the more you diversify, the more you can use that to invest in your other channels. You can use your Twitch revenue to invest in your YouTube. You could use your YouTube revenue to invest in new PCs to make your streams better. You could do all sorts of different stuff. Even if you just streamed on YouTube and Twitch, and uploaded on YouTube, sorry, you could do the same sort of thing. Uploading and streaming on YouTube is a bit different though, whereas Twitch's algorithm works slightly different to YouTube. YouTube is all about watch time and click-through rate and all of that sort of stuff. I can try my best to work that out and help you if you wanted a video on that, but I'm still trying to work that out for myself as well. But that is obviously it. Obviously, the more platforms you have, the more chance you can make money, the more chance you can actually help yourself grow. But the final part and the final tip is probably the best tip that has helped me out. It's probably the key reason why I grew so fast, is to stream when no one else is live. Now, this may probably sound like the dumbest tip ever, and you think, why the hell did you save this until the end? But if you think about it, if no one else is streaming when you are, you'll get, especially if you're in saturated games like Fortnite, when Fall Guys was popular, when Among Us is popular right now, if when no one else is live, chances are they're probably not watching their favourite streamer right now, because their favourite streamer is probably not live, so they're probably searching through new people to find. They might come up on their recommended a lot more, because they're not watching anyone else. There'll be less people who will be live to come up on your recommended. The less people who are live, the more chance you have of being found. When I was raided, or like Loser Fruit was on my stream, she didn't actually raid me, but she was like watching my stream on her stream, whatever you want to call it. There was barely anyone live, because I streamed, and I did it for the exact reason of that, to help the channel grow. No one else was live. If no one else is live, or barely anyone's live, there's a lot higher chance of you finding it. Obviously, there's still going to be people streaming when you're streaming, and it's kind of hard to have a time, especially with school and all of that sort of stuff, work and everything, to try and fit in a time with other stuff that you're doing. But if you're live when barely anyone else is live, you're going to be the only one that people are going to find, and they're going to start to enjoy you more. They're going to start to keep coming back to you, because there's going to be no one else to watch. It's either you or no one. They're going to basically have to watch you if they want to watch anyone. Like I said, especially with saturated stuff, especially like doing Fortnite customs, and this is basically proven. This is why my graph right here is a lot lower than it actually is normally, because this whole thing here is when I streamed at the same time. As soon as I had to change my schedule around here, it just completely flopped, because there's literally like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people live, thousands of people live, when I'm streaming at this time. But this time, there's barely anyone live, and that is the whole reason why I did it. If you don't believe me, look at people like Nick30. He used to get up, I think it was like 5 o'clock in the morning at his time, to be able to stream when no one else was live, to beat all the big streamers, to get in before them. You know, you can still carry on after, but your views will probably start going down again. So he streamed before. That's how he blew up so fast. Obviously, yeah, he did get raided by, or shouted out by PewDiePie and all that sort of stuff, but because he was live when no one else was live, it gave him the advantage ahead of everyone else. And that's probably one of the best tips that I can share with you guys. And obviously, is to just pick your niche, especially if you're doing so. Obviously, there's specific things. I don't know, you could be playing Warzone, you could be playing all sorts of stuff, but interacting with your audience and playing with them is probably the easiest way you could possibly grow. It depends what you're doing. Like I said, the games are really dependent. You could just get lucky, you could get recommended, but Twitch is a very, very hard platform to grow on. And once you get a massive following, you're still not guaranteed to always be recommended to new people. You're obviously, the main goal, I would say, is try and get affiliate as quick as you possibly can, but don't get over obsessed with trying to get affiliate. Don't think, oh my god, I have to get 3 average viewers. Oh my god, I only got 2 today. Oh my god, I got 4 today. Oh my god, I got 1.8 viewers to average viewers today. Don't focus yourself on that. Focus on what, don't always focus on the viewers. Sometimes just turn it off, especially if you're smaller. Just turn it off, forget about it, and just enjoy what you're doing. Because if you're too focused on analytics and stats, you're not going to have fun doing it, and you're just going to not really care about doing it. You're just going to care about trying to succeed, and just be patient. It's not going to happen overnight. I was very lucky with how it happened. I started at the perfect time. You know, all the tips I told you is the whole reason why it did so well. If I didn't have my massive YouTube subscription base and fan base, thanks to you guys, it wouldn't have done the same thing that it did. If I just started streaming customs on Twitch, it probably wouldn't have done as well, because there would have been no viewers in the first stream. You know, then maybe, I don't know, we've been at like 5, but because we had I think it was 30 or whatever we had at the time first doing it, it blew up. Yeah. It's pretty confusing, but hopefully those tips did help you out. Now, this is not a short video at all. If you did watch until the end, you know, comment down below Twitch in the comment section down below. Drop a like, subscribe. If you do want to see more sorts of this, please let me know. I'll be happy to do this types of videos again. Obviously, I am a Fortnite channel, so if you do like Fortnite, make sure to subscribe. We've got some other videos coming out soon. This may be premiered, I haven't quite decided yet, but if you do enjoy, have an awesome rest of the day, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.